people look up to you for
Yeah.
being different. People look up to you for being principled. People look up to you for striving. People look up to you for having goals and working towards them and being dedicated. So socially, it's difficult. What? You mean because you have to bring your own avocado to the restaurant? Oh, yeah, that's really tough.
Yeah.
I don't know, Chris. Uh, I I have friends who would say something not nice, uh, and then just say, leave them behind. If they can't keep up with me, just leave them behind. I don't say that. I
Yeah.
say it's their problem, but I have compassion.
Mhm.
I understand. I'm going to be respectful. I'm not going to I'm not going to start arguments and fights at the meal times over the fact that I eat differently than you.
Yeah.
I will eat the hors d'oeuvres. I'll eat the decorations on the plates. You know,
Yeah. I've done it.
I'm so glad that they brought vegetables for dipping. Oh, but I can't eat the dip, so I'll eat the vegetables because nobody else is going to anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so at least somebody's going to eat all those cut up vegetables, and I'll do my part
Yeah. I
because I want to better myself.
think that's so key right there.
Nobody's going to do it for me.
No.
Oh, it's not socially easy. What is socially easy? I don't really think that there is socially. Oh, it's just like socially easy. What's easy is to stay home and watch TV, order
Yeah.
out your food, have it delivered, you know, and not interact socially. That's easy.
Yeah. Anti-socially easy.
Yeah.
I think so many people are just wanting the results of a good social life, but aren't willing to actually go through the discomfort to grow. When they're in a new social atmosphere, and it doesn't matter what we're talking about. If you want to grow, there's probably going to be some level of discomfort at some point, and I think that's part of the growing process.
You want to have friends, you have to be a friend,
Yeah.
you know, and it's the same thing socially. You know, you want to succeed socially, you're gonna have to help some people to succeed socially.
Yeah.
And doors open up and opportunities open up. And and some people don't know how yet to actually do that. There's parts of the growth process, uh, because a lot of people think at 18 they're done learning, and I don't feel that way. I mean, I feel like I've got so much to learn and so much I still want to learn. I might even learn how to shoot and edit video, but probably not. But I want to learn more. And I never found this problem, but I do understand that you can make people uneasy
Mm.
because if you are the only skinny person amongst a bunch of very overweight people,
Yeah.
likelihood is they will attack you.
Yeah.
You will be the different one, and
Yeah.
they will attack you for not being fat like them. They won't say you should be fat like us. They will say you're too skinny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you're too
Yeah.
skinny.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to say you're too fat
No.
as a reply. Fine. Well, the same thing happens with our food. It's
Yeah.
just the exact same experience. And so we have to learn ways. One of the ways that I created a CD long ago about succeeding socially. It was called Succeeding Socially,
Yeah.
and a bunch of strategies. And my favorite strategy really is, to this day still, to defer the responsibility for
Mhm.
what you're doing onto someone else who isn't present.
Yeah. I do that, and I use you.
Thank you.
But I'm going to do it sometime when we're like hanging out together, if I'm ever in that situation. Like
How
this guy
come
here.
you're not eating that food your friends say to you, and you go, you know, I love that food. So first of all, let's get clear. I love that food. You know, I really like it. I wish I could share it with you guys. But it makes my face break out. And my dermatologist said that if I just don't eat that, my skin will stay clear.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
How unfortunate that is for you. I'm going to eat more of that food, whatever it might be. What do you want to have? And then you say, well, you know, whatever it is you want to have. Oh, I just happened to bring a couple this box of fruit, you know.
I was hiding it under here my whole time.
Yeah, this case. Just happened to bring this case. It's got 5 durian in it. I'm having that, you know.
You can have that outside.
So whether you just say, oh, you know, my coach says,
yeah,
you know, I'm training for a marathon, right? And my coach says that I run faster when I keep the fat in my diet really low. So I'm just eating fruits and vegetables right now because it keeps my fat really low because I want to do well in the marathon. My coach says that I do better, but always defer it off because if you set yourself up as an expert in an area where other people feel like they're equally expert, then you're opening the door for an argument.
Yeah, so true.
And all your friends, and especially all your family, they know about all your past failures.
Yeah.
And some families don't, but most families do judge you based on your past failures.
And rub your nose in it.
And rub your nose in it and tell you that you're going to fail again. Why are you trying this next thing? You know you failed last time you tried to learn to swim or something. We had to get the lifeguard to pull you out of the pool. Don't try and learn how to swim because you'll drown again. You know, don't try to learn how to drive a car. Don't try to learn how to play a piano. You're going to fail. Oh man, what
kindness.
It's time to find new friends, new family. Like if they're not being supportive of you, your aspirations.
Yeah.
So socially, I mean, it's an interesting road to hoe, actually.
Yeah.
My doctor says, my coach says, somebody else says, and you can say, hey, I'm doing an experiment. I'm just doing an experiment, guys, and you just happen to catch me in the middle of my experiment. And for the next week,
it just so happens it's 40 years long.
Yeah, it just happens. My experiment, I'll tell you about the results of my experiment. Well, it's funny because I used to say, I'll tell you about the experiment results once I've eaten cooked and raw for the same amount of time.
Yeah.
But now I've had raw for almost, we're getting close to 2/3 of my life.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I like the way the experiment is going. I'd like to continue it a little further.
Yeah.
I'd love to get to at least 3/4 of my life as a raw fooder.
Yeah.
But, there's an expression, fight fire with fire.
Mm, yeah.
And that doesn't make sense to me. Fire was the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a sense, they're saying 2 wrongs make a right.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's the case at all. 2 wrongs don't make a right. So just because somebody attacks you or socially makes things challenging, it's up to you to convert that over. You fight fire with water.
Yeah, it's an opportunity, right? It's just such an opportunity.
If I'm gonna fight hatred with love,
mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna fight poor social grace with good social grace, and set the example that I wish other people would follow. And some will get it, and some won't. And I don't have to preach, and I don't even have to teach. I can just demonstrate by my example. But I have to be true. And if 80-10-10 is the experiment that I'd like to do, then I'm going to rise to the challenge and learn how to do it, including interactions with other people. And if it means I have to do a little extra work at family gatherings and make a little food, so I make food. I make enough food for myself and everybody else can try it. And usually my food disappears and other people have leftovers.
Yeah.
So that tells me something. My retribution, I guess. But really, I think I had a mentor years ago named Ron Camp, and he used to he had a multi-level marketing business.
Mhm.
So he would tell a lot of people about his multi-level marketing business, and he didn't really care whether you did it or not.